Mayor Holt.
Well, thank you, Percy. You know, the Chamber of Commerce has been a wonderful partner for 25 years, 26 years in this MAPS journey that we've all been on, and thank you for all that you've done in this. And as he said, I want to echo, thank you to the City Council for unanimously sending this package to the voters for their consideration. It is, yeah. You know, in 1993, the city leaders at that time dreamed of this day, that they would have, I mean, probably didn't actually. It was maybe a dream too large to think that 26 years later, this vision could live on, and that people like myself would choose to live here because of what happened in 1993. Since I've been running for mayor, I've talked about that, the MAPS generation that I really feel like I'm a part of. I chose to make my life. Even though I was born and raised here, like a lot of people, maybe I had other options, you know, but I chose to build my life here, raise my family here, make my professional career here because of the changes that were brought by MAPS. But, you know, times change, and it's important that we change with it and that we continue to evolve and that we make sure that MAPS meets the needs of the times in which we live. But we have this beautiful model that we can fit those dreams into. And so a year ago, I called for ideas, the council and I called for ideas, and we asked the citizens to dream big. And I knew immediately, and I already kind of suspected, that this would be a little bit a different kind of a dream than maybe it was in 1993. That the people of Oklahoma City wanted to see the power of MAPS unleashed into their neighborhoods and into their daily lives. And that was certainly borne out through this process. This was a very special and unique process, and I think it's important to mention that here because it empowers, it really informs what we ended up with as a final package. As you may recall, many of you were there, for weeks on end this summer, thousands of people ultimately walked up these stairs and into this building. And usually, if that many people show up at City Hall, it's bad news. But in this case, it was invigorating and optimistic and thrilling to see so many dreams articulated for the city's future. And ultimately, all of those ideas, because of this beautiful model we've built with MAPS, all of those ideas were things that we could accommodate. They're transformational ideas. And as I said, they're really focused on neighborhoods and our daily lives, but at the same time, there's stuff in there for our quality of life and our entertainment and things that grow our jobs and grow our economy, just like MAPS in the past. There's really something for everybody. It's a very broad package, and I want to remind you what all it encompasses. Because I look at every one of these projects, and I imagine, just like you do, I dream about what they will mean to our city. When I think about parks, and I think about families using our parks in neighborhoods across the city, the youth centers, the lives that will be changed. If you've ever heard somebody talk about their experience in a Boys and Girls Club, we're going to replicate that all across the city. Senior wellness centers have changed the lives of our seniors in this city. We're going to continue that. Mental health and addiction, such a critical issue in our city. We're going to make fundamental investments in that will relieve pressure on our county jail and also help the people of our city face that extremely important challenge. The Family Justice Center, operated by Palomar, what that will mean. That was the very first presentation we had this summer, and all of us were sobbing uncontrollably within 30 minutes, which is not normally, hopefully, what we're doing at city council meetings. But it was a powerful presentation and just a perfect example of the kind of ways that this package can change the lives of our people. Transit. Imagine riding bus rapid transit to Northeast Oklahoma City, down to Capitol Hill in South Oklahoma City. And shelters. Such a simple, humane gesture that the people of our city, in hot weather like today or rainy weather, will have cover. We'll have the best sheltered system in the United States, thanks to MAPS 4. Sidewalks, bike lanes, trails, streetlights, pedestrian amenities that our huge city desperately needs. Homelessness, you know, $50 million for homeless housing, and a huge investment in our future. And investing in our venues that have meant so much to the change in our identity. The Chesapeake Energy Arena. This investment will almost surely secure the Thunder and all these other concerts and other amenities that we enjoy for another generation. I can't express enough how important that is. The Thunder and all the things that have come from Chesapeake Arena have meant so much to our economy, the way we see ourselves, and the way the world sees us. That's in here too. The animal shelter. You know, we've talked a lot about helping the least among us. I suppose the animals truly are the least among us, but we love them. And I've knocked a lot of doors in this city. I know there are more dogs than humans in this city. We're going to take care of them with this animal shelter. The Fairgrounds Coliseum, the largest economic impact of any public facility in our city is that State Fair Arena, and it's literally falling apart. We're going to address that here. The multi-purpose stadium. We're the only top 50 city, we believe, that doesn't have a multi-purpose stadium. We can't even host the 6A football championships in the capital of Oklahoma. We're going to address that here. The diversion hub. The lives that will be changed when low-level criminals find a better path through the services offered at the diversion hub will mean so much to the future of our city. The innovation district. We need to work to continue to diversify our economy. This will grow jobs and make Oklahoma City continue to thrive. Beautification, making sure that our city is just as beautiful to everyone else as we think it is. And finally, and I see they brought their own shirts today, and I love that, the Clara Luper Civil Rights Center and the Freedom Center will make sure that everyone in Oklahoma City knows our civil rights history. When you take all of that in its comprehensive, broad nature, and the way so many of those projects touch your heart, I think there can be no better theme than the one that we have arrived at for this campaign, which is to love your city. And vote yes on Maps 4 on December 10th. As we carry that message across the city, we have an incredible grassroots network to do so. Again, I want to harken back to that Palomar presentation. When I sat in the mayor's chair and I looked out at that chamber full of all these women and other supporters so passionate about Palomar, I thought I could pass a $900 million tax initiative just with the people in this chamber. Their passion is so palpable, and it will spread and network across this whole city. Well, expand that times 16, because that's what we've got with these projects. And so this coalition is broad. You see some of it represented behind me. You see some of it out here in the crowd. But we have 3 months for the thousands of people who came to this building passionate about our city's future to tell their friends and neighbors to vote yes on December 10th. And I know they will do that. And, I want to say something for anybody who's been here about 10 years too. I'm very excited to see Scott Van Horn and John George, the head of the fire union and the head of the police union, here endorsing Maps 4. We have unity as broad as this city has ever seen, and that is a perfect example. But there are so many people coming together for this who see the merits of this package, see what it will do to propel our city forward, see how it will extend our city's renaissance to all of our residents. Thank you for being here today. This is merely the kickoff. It was a lot of work this summer. I understood everybody needed a breather. I took one for a couple weeks, but this marathon is not over yet. We've got to take it across the finish line on December 10th. Let's love our city. Let's love your city. Let's vote yes on December 10th for Maps 4. Thank you so much.